Hey guys, it's Jeremy again. I am back for a very different video today. And we are also in a different background. I thought since this is not book related, I thought I would change the background. This over here, my bookshelf used to be right over here until I got a bigger one, if you guys are curious. This is a very personal video for me. And this is going to be a defending video. This is called Defending Stephenie Meyer, who is the author of the Twilight series as well as the host. A lot of things have come up in the last several days, in the past week, about the Twilight series, and basically everything that Stephenie Meyer has written, including the host. I know people who hated Twilight with the burning passion, but absolutely loved the host. I know people who have read the host, thought it was the worst book ever written, and yet they think the Twilight series is a lot better. I have read the Twilight series. I've read all 4 books. I read them back in 2009, 6 years ago, and I have yet to read the host. My brother is actually buying me the hardcover of it for Christmas because I just don't like the paperback, and I think it's really fun. It'd be a really nice romance, adventure, science fiction story, I think. But anyway, I'm basically here to tell people that I think it's kind of messed up that even though the books have been over, like Breaking Dawn came out 6 years ago. 6, that's a long time. And the film, the Twilight Saga movies, have been over for 2 full years. And yet, there's still the relentless hate and criticism that has rocked Goodreads, Amazon, YouTube for ever since those stories ended, and I think it's a little bit unfair for the fans to have to basically come at people with rage to try to defend something that they love. People make fun of the people that love Twilight. If you love Twilight, basically the haters, then you're stupid, or you're crazy, or you're gay, or you're this, or you're that, and I think it's just really stupid and not right, and I think it's really not fair that us Twilight fans have to give everything. We have to, basically, we almost have to not even have opinions, because ours, if you love Twilight, if you gave it any rating higher than a 3 stars, then you're basically a stupid, Twilight fan that can't see what good literature is. The book series has sold 130 million copies worldwide since 2005. That is 9 years. October 21st, 2015 will mark 10 years. We're getting brand new paperback book covers then, which is going to be awesome. I'm buying them. This is just going to be off the top of my head video. I can't stand the hate of the Twilight series. It does not deserve it. I'm a hardcore fan. Okay, well, maybe not hardcore fan, but I'm a fan in general. It's not the best book series I've ever read. As you guys know, I prefer Harry Potter and Mortal Instruments, but that's just me. I don't know when this video will be posted, if I'll ever post it at all, but if I do, I don't know when. This could be months later, but I really just wanted to post out my thoughts. Then there's also the Stephen King comments that he did years ago, so I'm really behind on this. I think that he criticized Stephenie Meyer's writing. I'm an emphasis on writing. I have no problem with her writing. Her writing is not bad. It's not poorly written. It's very decent in it, and it shows that she is very well educated. She knows how to. Her dialogue is phenomenal. I love her dialogue, and I love the way she writes. Is it the best writing in the world? No, but it's not the worst. The worst is 50 Shades of Grey. But to me, the Twilight series was just a really fun, addictive series I couldn't get enough of. I wanted to know what happened to the characters. I cared so much for the characters, and that doesn't always happen for me. Besides like TV shows, in books, I don't find myself caring overly so excited that I love these characters, I feel like I know them like the back of my own hand kind of thing. That's only happened with a few series, like with Keeper of Light, I'm like that. With Twilight, I'm like that. Mortal Instruments, Infernal Devices, I'm like that. I'm sorry, I was scratching my nose. I don't know, I just told you guys that, but yeah. You guys can hate me, you can dislike this video, but I don't think it's right, and it's not fair that for an author she just wrote a story for her own entertainment. She wanted to do it, she had fun doing it, and it's not right that people hate her. She was never intending to publish this, never, you know, but her sister wanted her to, and it miraculously got published. And even people are even reading The Host and hating on that, saying that there's everything wrong with it. It's not right, and it's not fair. How can you hate on something that you... A lot of the Twilight haters, they've never seen the movies, they've never read the books, they've only based their opinions on the trailers of the films. That's not an opinion. You don't have opinions if you haven't read or seen the material. I'm sorry, but seriously, that is fucked up. I have been talking to people on Goodreads over the Twilight series and never read the books, never seen the movies. They've only heard what it's about from their friends and people who have read it, or they've seen the clips of the movies here on YouTube, or the trailers and whatnot. How you're judging something that you don't even know what it's solely about. You're basically forming your opinion on somebody else's opinion, and you're taking bits and pieces here and there and forming your opinion. Everybody has opinions. There's good ones, there's bad ones, and there's middle ones. We all have them. That's part of if you're a human being, you have an opinion. Now, I understand that the hardcore Twilight fans, seriously, I have seen some really crazy fans of a lot of things, from fans of the Avengers, fans of Harry Potter, fans of TV shows. I know that the fan base of Avatar: The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra are huge. There's millions of fans all across the world. But what makes me so angry about all of this is, if you're a fan of Twilight, you have no life, basically. You have zero taste in books and films. People have flagged Twilight to be the worst film franchise to ever been created by a sole human being. And basically, they call Twilight Saga sexist. They call Jacob a pedophile, which he's not. At least he was never to me. I've read the book many times, and he's not. They basically say that the Twilight series is just a bad fan fiction. It's not. To me, it's not the most wonderfully written, beautiful plot, nice action scenes, and there's not a whole lot of action. It was just a good, solid vampire story. And since I'm bringing up vampires, this is another one of my points. A lot of people do not like the Twilight series because the vampires sparkle in the sunlight. I have no problem with that. I'm very new to vampires. My vampire history, in terms of me reading-wise, was Twilight, and I think I read a couple chapters of The Immortal Rules. I've yet to finish it. That's really about it. Reading-wise, that's the only, quote, vampire books I've read. But I've seen a lot of movies. I've seen Interview with the Vampire, Queen of the Damned. I've seen Buffy the Vampire Slayer and the spin-off series to that called Angel. I love both of those shows. So I'm not new to vampires in general. I've seen a lot. I've seen Dracula, Bram Stoker's Dracula with Christopher Lee. It's one of my favorite movies I've ever. Just not as good as, other movies like Harry Potter. It's not as good as Harry Potter, but it's still a really amazing movie. So in terms of that, I had no problem with the vampires sparkling. It didn't bother me like it bothered some people. Some people got to that part in the book and they just stopped. They said vampires don't sparkle, this, that, and the other. I had no problem with that. I think it's a very unique twist to the name of vampires, which I felt like at the time, this came out in 2005 and written in 2003. I think at the time it needed a decent twist to the name of vampires. And another thing, Stephenie Meyer, she didn't want to follow everybody else's rules of vampires. She wanted to create her own world without having to form her story around somebody else's rules. Because part of writing your story is being able to develop your own world without somebody else's rules getting in your way. You guys can hate me all you want, but this had to happen. This had to happen. You guys, seriously, you guys can hate me all you want. I'm sorry, but this is just my feelings. You can like it, you can dislike it. I will always comment back to you guys. This is just a little bit of what I'm feeling towards this topic and these things. It doesn't mean I'm very kind. I really do not like talking to Twilight fans, just because I know I'm never going to agree with what they say, and it's kind of pointless to talking to them, because a lot of Twilight haters, they won't even listen to reason. They're going to automatically hate you because you love Twilight, and it's just not right. It's just not. So leave Stephenie Meyer alone. We know you don't like Twilight. We know you don't like what she created. Let it go. Just let it go. I will see you guys in my next video of whatever I make. Until then, I'll see you guys next time, and you have a wonderful day.